Alright guys, I've been promising you this video for a while now. Yeah, my laptop does it, that's great. And so I found a video that this young cat is doing what I did, and just by coincidence, this guy's doing it in the same city and state, Salt Lake City, Utah, that I was doing it in. I think his friend is interviewing him. I wonder how long he's been doing it. Anyway, we'll get to it, and I'll try not to pause too much. Maybe I will add in or take out what I did or what I didn't do. So here we go. Let's take a look together.
Would it be possible to start this business with literally $0?
Yes. The worst case scenario was that I would make my money. It's zero risk if you did that. Really, anywhere there's people, this business will work. There's a lot of ways to get free set.
Would you guys take a minute and look at this freaking 23-year-old guy right here? That's my friend Kyler, and he makes $10,000 a month.
Watch the video.
By renting out these
washers and dryers that you don't buy before you have customers.
He works 5 hours a week, and he has
you get your customers first.
To doing exactly all this I'm about to show you. So come with me. All right, Kyler, I have to ask, of all the businesses that a 23-year-old can start, what got you thinking about washers and dryers of all things?
Yeah, so ever since I was like 21, I loved posting on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
Rental ideas. So I started out with a 9 square in the air game. It's like a Utah Mormon game. Got 9 kids. I would rent that out for maybe a couple $100s a month. Started renting out paddle boards.
Only on Facebook Marketplace?
Facebook Marketplace only.
Are you like paying to boost these, or is it just organic?
I would do it organic and then boost it if it got any interest.
Okay.
But I would love to test ideas that I didn't own. So like excavators, chainsaws, luxury bathrooms.
Whoa. You didn't own this stuff?
Didn't own any of it.
No, I didn't do any of that.
I just take a screenshot off of Google to test it, to validate.
Sure. Okay.
I ain't trying to buy it unless it's tested.
No, we're in the land of the cheap right now. This is Utah.
Hot tub rentals, pool rentals, dump trailer rent.
Washer and dryers is what I rented out. I did in the summer in Utah, 6 months a year. It's hot as hell. I did rent out portable ACs. Maybe I'll put it up there where the portable AC is. Here, somewhere.
Tools, everything like
that.
And
you're just like a cook in the kitchen. You're in a lab. You're experimenting.
Yeah, I mean, I just put them up. I mean, if the photo didn't look real, it didn't get a lot of hits.
Okay.
But I was always trying to find like these micro, like, oh, if I have 50 things rented out or whatever at $20, I mean, I'll make $1,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
Always checking like ChatGPT or like internet things of like, what should I rent? And I don't really know how I came up with it, but one day I put a washer and dryer there. I have no idea why.
And you said the photo needs to look real.
It needs to look real.
That's an important part of it.
They can tell.
He didn't own any washer and dryers.
The algorithm or the people, they can tell if it's a blurry screenshot, you don't own it. So I put a washer and dryer for rent. Then I went on a cruise because I did summer sales and they pay for a cruise. And when I got back, I had no service, and there was like 30 people. At that point, I did not own a washer and dryer.
So we're talking about 30 messages on Facebook?
Yeah, 30 messages.
About washer and dryer?
Renting the washer and dryer.
How much did you list it for?
I listed it, I believe, for $50.
I feel like there's got to be a secret sauce to like how you're wording these Facebook Marketplace posts.
Oh, no, there definitely is.
Okay, when are you going to show me?
I'll show you that when we go inside.
All right, we got to get inside then. All right, so $50 for a month?
For 1 month, yeah.
Okay, and these are like the high efficiency, like the fancy ones, or?
The only experience I had with washers and dryers is I delivered some for like a third-party company. Or like I was a third-party company.
Okay.
But I had no idea what I was going to buy. High efficiency, old ones. I just
took
a random screenshot from the internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but it wasn't too blurry.
It wasn't too blurry. It looked real. It looked real enough to get some hits. And out of those 30, I messaged them all back. Yes, are you still interested? Yes, are you still interested? Yes, are you still interested?
Okay.
And somebody in Orem was like, yes, can you install it tomorrow?
Okay.
So then I live across from RC Willie. It's like a Home Depot in Utah, and I bought my first set. Not knowing anything.
After you had rented it out?
After I had rented it out.
Before you had spent any money?
Yes.
Okay,
correct.
Let me be clear. Like Facebook Marketplace is all about time to respond, right?
Yes.
And you did that wrong.
I did it
you were
very
on a cruise.
wrong. I did it very wrong.
But despite that, you found a buyer. You found a renter.
Yeah, there was enough interest. And out of those 30 people, I think maybe like 3 or 4 were like actually interested.
Wow. Okay.
Like, yeah, I want to rent this. I mean, a lot of people think it's for sale for $60, so they click it, and then I'm like, did you not read the title? It's for rent.
Right. What did this tell you about this idea? Because at this point, you'd already listed all kinds of random stuff. Were you hyped at this point?
I was very hyped. I didn't sleep for like 3 weeks probably.
What were you doing instead of sleeping?
Well, I just had a vision. I'm a very, I can observe.
You're a visionary man.
Yeah, I can see it before it happens.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, in Utah, you have 6.
Oh, guys, and in your state, don't just look at Facebook Marketplace. Most of the stuff, 50% of the products I got, the washers and dryers used, I got from, like, they have in Utah, KSL. It is like where you sell used things. I mean, I don't know what it's called in your state. Every state's different. Regardless of what you guys think, Utah, when I was doing it, there was a lot of people doing it. It was never oversaturated. They could still have 300 to 500 people doing it, and it still wouldn't be oversaturated. And there was probably hundreds of people doing it at that time.
6 months of hot, 6 months of cold. So any rental idea sucks because, okay, you get a boat, you can't rent it during the winter. You get a razor, you can't rent it during the winter.
Yeah.
You get something in the winter, you can't rent it in the summer. So I was like, washers and dryers, they all year round. And it stays in their house, so I don't have to worry.
I never bought new when I started this. And I'll tell you, an old man, I'm 60. The time I started this, I think I was 49 or 50. An old man next door to me, he got me into this. I was just outside fixing a sprinkler in my front yard. He had his garage open. He had like 4 sets, 8 washers and dryers, 4 sets. And I just questioned him. I'm like, do you salvage these? Do you repair these? What's going on, man? He explained this. He's the one that got me into this. My first year, I didn't make no 100 grand. I didn't make no 97. My first year, I think I started somewhere in the summer, June or July. I made $46,000 or $48,000, and my last year that I came to Utah, I had quit maybe 6 months. I sold it to a buddy for the cheap, for like 30 grand. Kept all my clients. I think I only made maybe $48,000 the last year before I came to Thailand. So, but every year between those, the other 7 years I did this, out of 9 years, I didn't make less than $97,000 a year. That's why I came to Utah with $800,000. Anyone can do this.
Like, it's just a very, very niche rental idea. You know what I mean?
And so you knew kind of what to expect after posting anything, and this blew your expectations out of the water.
A lot of interest, and then I just like the idea, like with the paddle boards, I had to meet with them every day and like clean them all off, but I like the idea of like, oh, I'm gonna go put this in someone's house and forget about it, and they're just gonna pay me monthly. And I knew it was gonna work, and I also knew that the worst case scenario was that I would make my money back.
Okay, so you get this thing rented out. You don't have any legal agreements, no contract, no insurance, just like a thumbs up on Facebook Marketplace, right?
Yep.
So you go to RC Willie to buy this machine. How does that go?
So I went with my little brother, $1,000 each. It was like $450 for a washer, $450 for a dryer plus tax.
And you bought 3 sets?
Yeah.
How much of like your life savings did you put into this business?
Within the first like month, I probably put half of it or more.
Half of your life savings?
Half of my life savings.
Into it. A promising Facebook Marketplace post.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. So $3,000 worth of washers and dryers. Do you go straight from RC Willie to that first customer or what?
I believe so, yeah. Went to the first one. It was a 4-plex in Orem. I had not tons of experience installing them. It took like probably took an hour longer than it should have. Probably took 2 hours. Got it all. And the first one was kind of a failure because like their dryer vent was completely full of lint and I didn't even know that was a thing.
I do wonder if this kid how many years he was doing this. Was he in the market? Was he doing this when I was doing it? I'm really curious. Same city, same state.
So
when
after the house was full of lint.
You don't even know what it's called.
The dryer vent of the house was full of lint. And so like 2 hours later, she calls me, and I bought a nice enough dryer where it doesn't work if it's full of lint, because then it's gonna cause a fire. So I'm like, this already sucks. The very first one I put in, they're already calling me, the dryer doesn't work, I don't know how to fix it. So then I went back, I bought the stuff to clean the dryer vent.
Now you're in the vent cleaning business, unexpectedly.
And now I just tell them, go call your landlord. I ain't touching your vent.
Okay.
Now, if he doesn't talk about it, if you don't have a truck somewhere to haul, I'll let you guys know somewhere in the middle of the end of the video. Don't let this scare you off. But if he doesn't talk about this, I'll give you guys information.
Handed out a contract that is not legally binding at all.
Okay.
And she still to this day pays Cash App the 15th of every month. November 15th, 2023.
Wow. That was your first.
That was my first install.
Did it feel good?
The 15th of December was amazing.
Yeah.
That was my first $60 of passive income, free passive income.
All right, so first install was November 15th, 2023.
Yep.
How did those first 30 days go?
It was pretty exciting. I think we did like 4 or 5 installs in the next like 2 weeks. No. The first person paid Cash App, and I was like, if I'm going to scale this, I do not want to.
He bought a lot. Where did he store these at? I think the most I kept in my garage were 2 sets, 2 washers and dryers, 2 washers, 2 dryers.
Text people and have them like remind them about their payment every month. So then the very first thing I figured out was like looking up payment processors. I found Stripe. I was like, I think this is going to do what I need it to do. I can make subscriptions, process all the credit cards. So that was the first thing. And then I was like, there's got to be a way to get cheaper washers and dryers. So I called all the wholesale places in Utah. I just told them like, I'm a property manager, I'm a builder, I need 100 sets. Like I was just telling them like, I didn't want to tell them I'm running a rental business. So I just told them that I was a property manager, I needed a lot of sets, and they gave me a bunch of quotes, and I gave them $30,000 to get my first X number of sets. I can't remember how much it was.
So why didn't you want to tell them that you were renting these out?
I just didn't want them to know what I was up to.
You thought they might charge you a little extra?
Charge me extra, tell me it's not going to work, and I was like, I was in my lane, I knew it was going to work, so I didn't need to hear the hate. I was just rather tell them like, oh, it's probably normal, like property managers need to buy a lot of washers and dryers, so I'll just pretend I'm a 23-year-old property manager. It's
kind of like if you were to roll up in your Cybertruck, they'd be like, oh, the price just went up, right?
I wish this thing was mine.
Oh, that's not yours?
No, my car's over here.
This isn't that type of video. All right, how did that first 30 days go?
The first 30 days were exciting. We did, I think, 4 installs in November, then we did like 17 in December, and then like 13 in January. We installed all of the brand new sets that we had bought in from the wholesale place. When I say we, I'm talking about me and my little brother.
Okay. So like 35 sets?
Yeah, around 35 sets.
$100 a month each?
They were paying between $60 to $85 each.
For each set or for each unit?
For each set.
Okay, so let's call it $80 times 32, so $2,400 a month, monthly recurring revenue?
About that, yeah.
In your first 2 months, give or take?
Yep.
Holy crap. All right. Now, when did you learn, like, I don't need to buy the newest, nicest machines anymore? In fact, I'm kind of worse off when I do that.
Yeah, so after I had run out of those sets, I was like, I'm curious to know. The original picture that I posted was a new set.
Okay.
And that was part of the whole pitch of like, you're going to get a new washer and dryer. And I would literally take them out of their box in front of their house and put them in it, and they loved it.
Yeah.
But then I was like, from what I can gather and observe, these people just want a washer and dryer. So then I put a really old used set for the same price, and it did the same thing. It got a lot of hits, and I was like, all right, let's go buy some of these.
And so I'm guessing it probably didn't even get many fewer hits, right? That was kind of the big unlock. Like, why am I buying these new?
Yep. Yeah. So the used sets are like anywhere from $0 to $200.
What are we talking about, $0 here? How are you getting free sets?
There's a lot of ways to get free sets.
Okay, when are you going to spill the beans here?
So the 3 ways to get free sets, you go on Marketplace, type in free appliances. The turnover for washers and dryers is insane.
Okay.
Every day there's hundreds of washers and dryers posted, getting sold.
People are moving?
People are moving, they break, they're getting upgraded. Yeah. In Utah County, there's like, it's just like liquid.
All right, so if there's a lot of washer dryer turnover in any given market, what's the secret to getting these suckers for free?
So you just type in broken appliances or free appliances, and a lot of times you'll find at least 5 to 6 listings that are like, these need to go, we're moving on Friday. First person to get them can have them for free. That happened yesterday. I checked them yesterday. Nice washer, nice dryer that are both working. So you can get free sets that way. And then at the time, so there's 3 big used appliance stores that sell appliances, and I would do their deliveries. The person would buy a set. I would go deliver the set and pick up the washer and dryer, and typically one of them was still working. Then I would fix the other one, and then you have a technically free washer and dryer set.
Okay. Is there any like special filtering you do when you're searching for these, or it's just the keywords?
I just put the keywords in: free appliance, broken appliance.
And it's kind of first to get to it.
Yeah, so you need to have some way to haul them, but honestly, you can find good sets for...
Click off if you don't believe it, guys. Easiest way to make $100 grand. If you don't want to work hard. If you don't want to work hard at it and you only need $2,500 a month extra, $5,000 extra a month, not everyone needs $8 grand a month, all right? I mean, we all need it, but many people don't want to work hard for it, and that's cool. Do it so you can get from under what your life is happening now in the negative.
Would it be possible to start this business with literally $0?
Yes, you can start this with $0.
If someone were patient enough and they never wanted to buy a set and they wanted to scale this business, if you could be patient and always on Facebook Marketplace or setting up alerts or using bots or whatever, you could technically never buy any units.
Yeah. It just might take a minute.
Whew. Okay. All right. My mind is blown. I'm about to go to Facebook Marketplace right now. All right. So Facebook Marketplace is fine.
Yeah.
But what if you want to scale faster? We're greedy. We want to go to 10K a month within 3 months. How do you do that? How did you get to that point?
So I found out the used market was going to be really good. I did a tiny bit of research of what machines I should get. I was supposed to do a delivery and all the stores were closed. So I went onto Marketplace and I found a guy that had like 8 listings.
Okay.
And I was like, I guarantee this is like a little family running a used appliance shop. I went and met with them. They had barely opened a couple months ago. I told them that once again, I was a property manager. I wanted a lot of sets. We made a handshake agreement that we've agreed to for the last 1.5 years, that they would sell me sets and they would guarantee them for 2 years. So it was a 0 risk in my head because the used ones pay themselves off in 4 to 5 months and they were going to guarantee them for 2 years.
If you want to go slow, go cheap, look for free units or buy them cheap off Facebook Marketplace. If you want to go fast, go hard, look for people listing on Facebook Marketplace multiple times a day. That's kind of an indication of scale. Reach out to them, develop a relationship, and try to buy everything from them.
Now, I'm going to admit, I didn't go through too much of the inundated, meticulous stuff he was going through, but I would bet this guy is making hand over fist what I was making, and I was doing well, very well. You guys don't believe it. How did I buy a saw shop and a nail salon 3 months after I came to Utah? What, they're giving out free businesses?
I feel like we skipped over a pretty important part of this story here. Didn't you go to like a beat up old appliance shop and start like delivering stuff for them?
Yes.
Tell me about that, like as a completely separate yet tangential opportunity. Tell me how that went down.
Okay, so my grandparents own some apartment complexes. They used to supply the washer and dryer, and ever since I was like 14, 15, I did the maintenance with my grandpa. So we'd go buy these cheap washers and dryers, and we'd haul them and install them in my grandparents' apartments. And then one day after my mission, I went and put an ad that just said like appliance delivery, and they don't want anything to do with the delivery side of it, and so they were more than happy to do it. And so you just put it down there and you get a bunch of calls every day and you charge. I actually have one set up for today. It's in Orem, just a washer, $150. It'll probably take me 45 minutes.
Delivery today?
Yeah.
Can I come with you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So are you telling me, correct me if I'm wrong, no hype, if any Joe Blow in any part of the world wanted to start making money, could they just walk up and knock on the door of an appliance supply shop and say, hey, do you ever need deliveries? Do you offer deliveries in-house? If they don't offer them in-house, is there an opportunity for anyone with a truck and or a trailer to get paid to deliver appliances on behalf of an appliance store?
100%. So obviously the big box stores, they're going to have their own deliveries, but like the mom and pop shops, they don't have like the manpower to go and deliver them, and they don't want to do that because then it's just more liability for them. And
it's a different business.
It's a different business, and they want as many people to offer delivery because they don't don't want one guy to just be jacking their customers up, or no one's going to buy from them. So the ones I've talked to have said the more the merrier. We want our customers to have as much options as possible. So I actually had my number at 2 places, and during the summer you deliver a lot of fridges. You can charge $300 for a fridge, and it still only takes an hour because you just plug the fridge in. Oh my gosh. That's the install. So my brother really liked that. I would pay him like $50.
If I can get my buddy who I sold the business to before I came to the Kingdom of Thailand here, I'll get him to talk about this. Hopefully, he will. Camera shy mother, but I'm sure he will.
You're $75 of the 300, and he was making pretty good money for a 15-year-old.
Give me a ballpark percentage of mom and pop appliance stores that don't do their own deliveries.
I would say at least half don't do their own deliveries.
When you first told me about this, I ran a scrape for all of the mom and pop appliance shops, and there were like 15,000 of them.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
And we don't look at them because we're not looking for them, but to think that anyone can start a business with at least half of those, just delivering their stuff for them. Hey, anytime you sell one that needs a delivery, give me a call. Is it as simple as that?
Yeah, you just put your paper there. The better your paper looks, the more calls you'll get. If you answer your phone, then you'll get most of the leads. No one answers their phone. Para empezar nomás tienes que 60.
I have to start and stop, guys. I don't get pissed. I don't want a copyright strike. I have to break it up. People think, well, if you're making that kind of money, why did you leave that kind of money on the table? And again, I worked my full-time analyst job while I did this 2 to 3 times a week, 2 to 3 hours a day, never more than that. And I kept my other job because, I needed health insurance. I had a family.
All right, now, Kyler, you're talking about these units like I talk about my kids.
Yeah.
What's so special about these ugly white things?
All right, these are the Whirlpool direct drive washer and dryer.
This sounds like an ad right now.
Yes. So, the thing is, they stopped making these in 2013. The government said they need to be more water efficient, more power efficient, or whatever. But these things are literally made to last. These are built like a Speed Queen is built.
15,000 in the state of a population of 3.5 million. How many people in your state? More people you have, the more business.
Which are $3,000 machines, but they cost $200. The parts have been made for 50 years. They made this for 30 years straight. They never changed anything. So all of the parts are $30 or less all over Amazon or whatever, and they last forever.
Easy to repair?
You can look at the back on most of these. They have dates from all the appliance shops.
Now, again, if you guys don't want to deliver it, there's a lot of older people. Most of my subscribers are people my age or maybe a little younger. Get someone from Home Depot to deliver it. Pay them, $15-20. Every time you have one to deliver. There's no excuse here, guys. I don't know. I may put the second job I have that I did also in a separate video, maybe here, but I doubt it. This is the easiest you can do. If you want one that pays benefits, I'll put that in another video. If I get enough views on this, I will. If I don't, there's no need to.
2015, 2018, 2025, they just keep getting recycled over and over again, and they will for forever.
And they just last forever.
Yeah.
And they're easy.
There's no suspension. You open them. This thing doesn't move, so it doesn't wobble ever, and they're very simple and really easy to work on.
Okay.
And they're fairly cheap.
Direct drive.
70% of the machines are these. Okay. And even if they don't say Whirlpool, if they say Kenmore or whatever, they're all still built by Whirlpool.
Okay.
So these are the ones to get. The planned obsolescence or whatever they call that thing.
Obsolescence, yeah.
Yeah, that word. Huge in the washers and dryers, and these new ones that I buy are made to break.